I tried to be my girlfriend's ideal type, and now she can't stop laughing. My girlfriend's obsession with K-drama male leads started harmless enough. She'd gush about their fashion, their mysterious personalities, their flawless looks, their cheesy lines. I'd laugh it off because they were just characters on a screen. Then she met Jay, and suddenly the competition felt very real. I mean, who wouldn't feel nervous? This guy had that perfectly styled black hair, intense eyes, sharp jawline, lean muscles, height. Even the way he stood screamed, mysterious male lead. One time, I caught them talking after class. When I saw my girlfriend blush at something he said and tuck her hair behind her ear the way she does whenever she's nervous, I was shaken. And throughout the rest of the evening, I couldn't speak to her, couldn't smile at her. I couldn't even look at her without picturing her replacing me with someone who actually fit her fantasy. So I made a decision right there. If she wanted a K-drama boyfriend, I'd become one. I spent the next 2 weeks watching hours of dramas to help transform myself into my girlfriend's ideal type. I threw out old clothes to make space for oversized black trench coats and tailored suits. I dyed my naturally brown hair jet black in my bathroom sink. I hit up Korean makeup stores in the city learning foundation techniques and contouring that would give me that flawless look she loved. And of course, I spent hours each day practicing my brooding stare in the mirror. By the end of the 2 weeks, I was confident I could defeat Jay. So on the day of my date, I had everything ready. I showed up to her house wearing that trench coat and suit combo, completely melting in the heat while I waited for her to open up the door. When she finally saw me, her eyes went wide. "Oh my God," she gasped out. "What happened to you?" I grinned, thinking I was nailing it. "I wanted to surprise you," I said in my new, deep, mysterious voice. She bit her lip, clearly trying to stifle her laugh. "Okay, let's go." Now, it was time for some real K-drama moments. As we were walking to the restaurant, I grabbed her wrist and pulled her close in the middle of the parking lot. Just like they did in the shows, I looked into her eyes and said dramatically, "Stay by my side. I don't want you to get lost." She just stared at our hands and said, "Well, we're going to eat at the same table, so I'm sure that won't happen." Right, I forgot about that. I moved on to my next attempt. At the crosswalk, I lifted up my trench coat to cover her from the light drizzle. When she pulled out an umbrella from her bag, giggling, "I always check the weather, remember?" My third attempt involved the usual elevator scene. I positioned myself to protect her when it starts getting crowded. The perfect, heroic gesture, except no one entered. We rode up 7 floors in silence while I stood there with my arms on the side of her like a weird human barrier. She covered her mouth, shoulders shaking from fighting back a laugh, but I couldn't give up. I had one last shot, the bridge scene. I led her to the walking bridge near the river just after sunset with the first stars appearing. I took her hand softly. She looked at me with twinkling eyes. "I need to tell you something," I said, channeling every ounce of dramatic tension I'd seen on her screen. "Yes?" she whispered. I opened my mouth to say it, to deliver the perfect "I love you" that would make this whole ridiculous transformation worth it. And that's when a pickup truck roared past on the road below, horn blaring. 3 guys hung out the windows, cheering and whistling. "Get it, man!" one shouted. "She's gonna say yes!" another yelled, completely misreading the situation. The romantic atmosphere shattered like dropped glass. My girlfriend burst out laughing so hard, she had to hold onto the railing to steady herself. Tears streamed from her eyes while she struggled to catch even one breath. "I'm sorry," I said, my voice back to normal, all the brooding gone. "I can't do this. I'm not a K-drama guy." She wiped her eyes, still smiling. "Thank God. I was wondering how long you'd keep this up." I blinked at her. "Wait, you knew?" I asked. She nodded. "Babe, you had foundation on your ears." She reached up and touched my badly dyed hair. "And this is so not your color. Why'd you do all this all of a sudden?" "I just thought," I started, then stopped. "I saw you with Jay and I got scared you wanted someone like him." Her expression softened. "Those shows are fantasies. They're fun to watch, but they're just characters. I'm with you because I love your terrible puns and your old concert shirts. I love that you're comfortable and warm and real." She squeezed my hand. "I don't want mysterious. I want you." She stood on her toes and kissed my cheek. "Now let's go home and finish the date watching a drama together," she said, slipping her hand in mine. "Anything you want," I told her. "Only if I can change out of this coat first."